Death Valley is alive and electric on this perfect autumn evening. What a setup for this showdown between unbeaten teams. Welcome to ESPN's Saturday Night Football on ABC and this presentation of the ACC on ESPN. We have a QB duel in Death Valley. Lamar Jackson, the new sensation in this sport. The sophomore has created 25 total touchdowns in 4 games. But Deshaun Watson is the steely veteran, determined to get his Clemson offense clicking tonight and silence some of the hype surrounding number 3 Louisville as they come calling against number 5 Clemson, a game with enormous impact on the looming playoff. If you are lucky enough to ever witness this, you will not forget it. Perhaps the grandest entrance in sports. Now, which side will handle the emotion and execute in the showdown game? We've seen it go both ways, Kirk. Games here in the past.
I've caught a lot of big games in here. I don't think I've ever heard it this loud.
Hugo boots it, and Samuel steps up to take it. Hit hard short of the 25-yard line. And here comes Lamar Jackson.
Bring the pressure and come after him.
Jackson flips it over the head of L.J. Scott, who came out of the backfield. 2 penalties to start the possession, undoes it this year. McLeod in motion. They hand it, though, to Wayne Gallman. And he breaks the tackle and gets into Louisville territory with a first down. A quiet determination by this guy to finally get going. Louisville doesn't rush a bunch of guys, and a throw over the middle, almost intercepted. Making a break in the ball was Tremaine Washington. On 2nd and 5, they hand it off to Radcliffe. Bulware trying to wrestle him down. You see the determination from the senior out of Miami, one of the co-captains of his team. Tough run. Out of the pistol. Jackson keeps it, gets around the edge as the Tigers lost contain that time, Kirk.
Yep.
L.J. Scott is the back, but Jackson's going to throw on 3rd and down. Takes a shot downfield, and the catch is made inside the 5 by Cole Hicatini, the tight end.
Given that play action opportunity to run or throw.
Instead it's Smith again, and he dives for a touchdown as Louisville draws first blood. An 82-yard, 11-play march.
Especially after the last play, that showed a lot of trust and confidence in your offensive line against this Clemson defensive line and your power back, Jeremy Smith. Remember, they got pushed back into the backfield the previous play. This time they go to the left.
They bring 5. Watson gets it away, like it over the middle. A nice dart for Deshaun, his first real positive pass play.
And running, it opens up a crease.
Gain 24, break up the tempo. Williams breaks a tackle and scoots to the 40 of Louisville. And here comes a flag. They'll tack on 15 more for a hit out of bounds.
How about the yards after the catch by Mike Williams?
Flipped across the middle and intercepted. Intercepted by Jair Alexander as Watson made a tough decision down there near the goal line.
I just said run the ball, and then where's Mike Williams? Louisville's looking at the same scouting report that we're looking at. They have confidence in Alexander to make this play, but watch the location of the football. Watch how it's thrown behind him instead of in front of him. That's what gave Alexander a chance to catch up, get underneath it, and intercept. In this game, he is legit.
Jackson cannot escape. The pass rush traps him again. That was Albert Huggins. Jackson backpedals, flips it for a screen, and a diving catch is made for a first down again.
The other way against the fast-flowing defense.
Oh, Jackson wasn't expecting the snap there. It's loose. A scramble for the football. Clemson's got it. Boulware recovered it. As a miscommunication between center and quarterback.
I don't know if Lamar Jackson wasn't expecting the snap. You can see that Bobby Petrino is talking to Hughley, the center. He's looking around, not ready for the ball. The ball snaps.
Take it to Gallman, flip it near side to Artavis Scott, and Scott gets some nice blocking on the edge in a big game. Scott having to move inside to the slot with Hunter Renfrow out injured for this game.
Yeah, hasn't had quite the opportunities that he enjoyed a year ago with that move, but an unselfish player and willing to move in there until Hunter Renfrow comes back. They're stacking these receivers again on both sides.
Watson from the pocket, looks down the field to Deon Cain, and he collects it for a Clemson touchdown! Hit and drop behind the line there is L.J. Scott. Terrific penetration right away. 3rd and 15. Jackson, flick of the wrist, fires it downfield, diving interception. Jadar Johnson, who made the pick to seal the win a year ago against Louisville, comes up with this back-to-back turnovers for Jackson's offense.
You talk about range from a center field free safety. He's sitting back playing man free in the middle of the field, and he has some real closing speed.
Clemson at the 45. Another design run for Watson. He shows the strength, loses the ball, comes out, it's a turnover, and Louisville recovers at the 40. Chucky Williams came up with it.
Boy, a good job here by this defense of ripping at the ball. James Hearns, the junior, who's known for his pass rushing skills, does not give up on that play, and Watson's fighting for yards. He looked to me that he was still up, and they ripped at that football. You can see him right there.
Yeah.
Ball is out. Ball is out.
Hit, but not the elbow.
No, the hands down, but the elbow is not.
4 turnovers already tonight. Radcliffe loses the ball again. It's a scrum. Clemson says they've got it. They come out with it. And it is a Clemson takeaway. Carlos Watkins with the recovery. Turnover epidemic in Death Valley. He's still not looking like himself.
No, open receiver. That's a touchdown.
Gallman bursting free, touchdown! Clemson cashes in another takeaway. Third and 2. We'll play action. Jackson again. Loops it downfield. And a jump ball. Nice play to break it up by Tankersley. Staples was the intended receiver. 4th down. Adam Choice replaces him. McLeod, though, in motion, takes a little pop pass, makes a cut. Ray into Louisville secondary. Moved the sticks again before Harvey Clemens stopped him.
You attack through the middle between the tackles with Wayne Gallman. And you either go to a jet sweep or a quick pass to the outside, and they go tempo, and a lot of times they'll try to go downfield vertically.
You got a dozen yards. Comes in motion again. This time it's Watson in the pocket. Shoots it downfield for Cain again. Who makes a diving catch for a touchdown? His second tonight. Welcome back, Deon Cain.
Great, good for Deion Kane.
Second leading tackler of the team coming in. Jackson over the middle. Again, a completion made. He's been the main weapon tonight.
Free and drop the game. Nope, we're coming late.
Jackson takes off, sidesteps a man, shows that incredible elusiveness, and picks up a crucial first down on 3rd and 10. The spot is very close.
He plays for himself.
Final minute, 3rd and 5. Jackson escapes again, lofts it to the end zone, jump ball incomplete. Hicatini was the intended receiver. Tankersley was all over. And he just sneaks it through. Ricky, the sophomore from Shelbyville, Kentucky. 12 penalties in the first half. Watson on first down. And they're not going to play it too conservative. They're going to go to Scott. He's across midfield. Tigers have all 3 timeouts. Only 3-man rush look for Louisville. And they pressure Watson, who's flushed out, delivers complete inside the 5 to Williams. 9 seconds to play. First and goal. Watson fires high. Touchdown. Scott. And the Tigers extend the lead with 5 seconds before halftime. What a drive. 73 yards. Just 32 seconds. The Tigers, after hearing all the hype about this high-powered offense coming into their house, have made a strong second quarter statement. They will take an 18-point lead as we take it to Tom Rinaldi with Petrino.
Thank you very much, Chris. Bobby, how would you assess your team's composure in that first half?
Yeah, we got to get our poise back. You know, there's a lot of stuff going out there on the field, not going our way. We got to just calm down, get our poise back, and go out and play. We can't turn the ball over.
Thank you very much.
He was a workhorse there with 123, but not much since then. On the slant, in and out of the hands of McLeod, and a diving attempt. It's a pick. A circus grab by Chucky Williams off the hands. That wasn't the quarterback's fault.
And it's the little things. Ray McLeod, the ball is thrown right into his hands, goes off his shoulder pad, and into the waiting arms of Chucky Williams.
Later with Chris Clemakis on second down. Jackson takes off and darts inside the 30. You get a glimpse of the acceleration we've seen throughout the first 4 games.
Going to have to start on the outside.
Radcliffe cuts it back, knocked down inside the 10. It'll be near a first and goal. I think they'll spot him with a first down. This would be a huge win for the Clemson defense if they can force a field goal attempt. Jackson over the middle, wide open touchdown is James Quick. They didn't account for the senior leading receiver. On 3rd and 1, some traffic and some confusion in the backfield as Watson and Gallman nearly collided, and Drew Bailey makes the stop, and Louisville's going to get the ball back. Radcliffe's got it, and he's got some room. Radcliffe into Clemson territory. Physical run down to the 43. Johnson and Bulwer combined to bring down the tough runner from Miami. Be a problem to contain it.
Well, he's playing well tonight.
On 3rd down, Jackson flips it complete. And again, it's Hicatini with a crucial catch and a gain down near the 20. His 5th catch tonight. Jackson keeps it and gets around the corner, dancing free inside the 10. Spun down by Edmond.
How about the block here? My little man, 5'7", 170 pounds, good read, pulls it. Hicatini's looking for somebody to block, but right there, Samuel on the block against the safety, Wiggins, gives him even more room to run.
Look at him spying the quarterback here. It's Jackson all the way in a run, and they were ready for it. And Bulwer drops him for a loss back at the 5. It's 4th down. Ricky, having had the PAT blocked, he was good in his earlier field goal attempt, and this one is knocked through, but again, keeps the lead at 9.
To the left, let's see what they do.
Back off at ring 5. Watson trying to get away and does. First down. Still running. And shows the elusiveness into Louisville territory. A crucial pickup for the quarterback there. Again, a straight run. Evades traffic. Deshaun Watson spinning down near the 20. Fake to Gallman, and Watson delivers over the middle. And the catch made by Leggett, lost the ball. A turnover. Chucky Williams, who earlier made the pick in this quarter, has got the football. He's still running. Alexander knocked it loose, Kirk. Another turnover.
Alexander has been everywhere tonight. Doesn't give up on this play. Actually, it's a really well-designed play by Clemson. But watch Alexander against the big man. I don't know if that ball ended up hitting the ground. Nonetheless, whether it's an interception or a fumble, it's Louisville ball.
For Clemson, 4 in the game now. Radcliffe takes the toss, makes a cut, and picks up a first down.
Playability.
Lead 7 on third down. Here comes the pressure again. Jackson flips it complete, and that's Smith. And the back rumbling deep into Clemson territory. Another big third down conversion. Jackson straight back from the pocket. Good protection, delivers a strike down inside the 15-yard line to James Quick. And what a turnaround. Louisville threatening again. Inside of 2 minutes, they moved it 65 yards. Jackson keeps it, spins, still on his feet, diving down, first and goal. Now you see the slipperiness of this quarterback as a runner.
2 touchdowns.
Jackson, keeper, and scores, standing up, and Louisville is roared right back in this game. They feed Gallman. Cuts it back, and Gallman hauled down at the 35, first down yardage.
Next to each other.
Watson trying to escape the pressure, just dumps it into the ground to avoid a big loss. They were all over him. Keith Kelsey from his linebacker position.
Defense, boy, they have done a lot tonight.
Jackson flips it. Hicatini's been a huge weapon. They just have not been able to cover him, whether it's been a backer or a DB, and he's loose out across the 45. Trying to get back in and inspire this defense. Jackson takes off, slips a tackle, slips into the secondary, bumped out of the 30, and now you're seeing the Lamar Jackson that lit up college football. The pit. 3rd and 12, crucial because the field goal game is shaky for the Cardinals. That's a catch made by Staples. It's not a first down, but it's a chip shot field goal if they want to give Freaky a chance to give Louisville the lead here. Or the lead from 28. Take that, he says. They've all 3 been chip shots, and Louisville all the way back, a 19-zip run to take the lead. Watson looking to throw. Thrown downfield, and it's intercepted. They test Jair Alexander again, and he makes the quarterback pay. What a night for him.
Deshaun Watson just puts his ball up in the air and hopes Kane can come up with it. It's the wrong guy to test. For all the young corners out there, you don't see college corners find the football the way Jair Alexander does. You throw a fade on him, he's not only in perfect position in phase, but he does a great job of looking up and locating the football, and then has the ball skills to come down with it.
First tonight. 2 picks and a forced fumble. Now Jackson with the lead here. Thought about taking a deep shot, and now escapes, and look out. The sprinter in space. A little dead-legged move, and he's off and running inside the 15. Has this thing ever turned around?
This is where he wants to try to get a wheel route down here, down to the right side. He's trying to find it, but because it's taken away, now he's able to create. They lost contain. This is just him being him. All I know is if you're Clemson, you better set the edge to your defense. You better make sure number 8 can't get to the outside on an option play.
He's trying to. No pitch. Gets the edge and scores standing up. You can expect it. You can try to defend it, but it's so tough to stop. Alexander's pick sets up another Jackson touchdown run. And out. So Dabo Swinney trying to get his offense collected here. Still a 1-possession game. Once up 18, now down 8. Scott again has some room. Artavis Scott dances, cuts it back, and is in the clear. Artavis Scott just the kicker to beat. And the angles him out of bounds, but the huge return sets Sets up Clemson at the 23. 77 yards. Watson keeps it, pitches it across the middle. Touchdown, Williams! Another lightning quick, massive momentum change on the kickoff return, and now a two-point conversion for Clemson to try to tie it. Empty backfield. Watson for the end zone, batted up and intercepted. And so the two-point try fails, and Louisville holds on to the lead. Here comes the heat. Jackson batted down, and he had Hicatini wide open in the flat, but Watkins batted it away. He's matched up on Kane on the top. Watson looks that direction. Now escapes, flips it back low, and it's caught there by Trevion Thompson. His first catch tonight. First down. Clemson in business. Perhaps with some reduced mobility. Back in the pocket. Flips it across the middle. Caught. Kane continues a huge night and fights down to the 31.
Well, this is a good job. Watch this linebacker right here who fights on the underneath route. And the anticipation there by Deshaun Watson to Kane, he was anticipating the linebacker Thomas would come up, which he did, and he puts the ball into a very tight window and a great throw there on third down.
They get 24 in the 3rd and 5. They're in Hugel's field goal range already.
12 men on the field for
some confusion. A flag comes in, a free play. Watson fires back. Catches Leggett open. Leggett rumbling free down inside the 10. Scores! With a free play, Watson took advantage. And Leggett rumbles all the way to the end zone. It had been a quiet night for Jordan until that one. Dahlman motions out. Watson, pop pass, got it. Leggett. They practiced the jump pass a lot this week and saved it for a two-point play that makes the lead 6 with 3:14 to go. Back, delivers near side, and a battle for the ball won by Staples, complete for a first down. A long throw by Jackson. Jackson again, spinning, escaping, slips and slides his way for an 8-yard gain. Should have been a loss. Jackson from the pocket delivers a short pass. It's a first down. Hicatini knocked by Van Smith.
They're trying to slow him down.
2nd and 1. Option keeper still dancing in the clear. Jackson now shows the power and gets down inside the 30.
How about the vision? And watch this linebacker flow. You better be careful doing that with number 8. You start to overrun a play and get too aggressive. He senses that and has the vision to be able to cut back anywhere on this field.
Jackson delivers a throw far side. They use the cushion. Quick makes the catch, and he's knocked out of bounds. The clock will stop with 1:32.
Trying to find the open man.
Jackson rips a quick throw and a catch again by Reggie Bonifant, who gets involved now. They're inside the 15 with 1:27 to play. Trying to get in and force overtime. Jackson rolls out of the pocket and sprints out of bounds. An aggressive shove inside the 10. It will be 3rd down.
Got you, buddy. There.
Jackson spins, escapes, still alive, fires to the end zone, incomplete. Wow. Somehow he avoided the loss, but the 4th down. He's alone in the backfield. offensive line to flinch, Kirk.
Yep.
72.
Gotta get to the 2-yard line to keep hope alive. Jackson flips it short, quick, works free, fights, spins out of bounds, did not get there. Did not get there, came up a yard short as Marcus Edmond saves the game for Clemson.
Didn't you just say something about if this feels like Notre Dame?
Yep.
It really does in the same end zone. The Tigers defense comes up with a stop. He's in the inside. He works to the outside. Nobody's in the flat. Quick's trying to get to that first down marker. Comes well short.
Should he have headed back inside there?
I thought he would have tried to fight to get the first down.
Rallying, making some huge plays on that eventually game-winning touchdown drive. Wasn't perfect, it wasn't pretty and clean from his perspective, but it's winning. An ACC showdown, a quarterback duel in Death Valley that lived up to the hype and then some. As the sea of orange engulfs this field.
That is a huge win. How would you describe the significance of this one?
Say that again.
How would you describe the significance of this huge win?
Well, we want to be 12-0, and you can't win 12 till you win 5. So there's a great win. Listen, Louisville played their hearts out. We stuck it up in the third quarter. We had the right plays, but we fumbled the ball, turned it over. But at the end of the day, you either have the heart or you don't. You have the will to win or you don't. And what can you say, man? Our fans were awesome. And at the end of the day, this is 19 in a row at home. And we're moving on to the next one. Thank you, Lord.
When you look at what Deshaun was able to do down the stretch, a guy falls on his knee. He's out there a little hobbled. What can you say about your quarterback tonight?
Well, here's what's great about tonight. A lot of adversity. I mean, you got balls that are tipped, perfect throws, interceptions, some crazy things. You throw a touchdown pass to Leggett, he gets a fumble, but they kept playing. We always talk about just play the next play. But at the end of the day, us coaches get way too much credit. This is a game, players make plays. That's how you win football games. We didn't make enough of them in the third quarter. I love my staff because they put the players in position to be successful. But in the fourth quarter, when you had to have it, Clemson tough. We're built for this. We're built for games like this.